got a working class background, and that's something this first poem engages with. I'm from Watford, just north of London, and so what? Yeah, you know. Queer coal. You tumbled into my palm in a trickle of sterling. Bad coin, foul queen, though I didn't notice. I pocketed you, conveyed you like your sedan chair, respectfully slotted you into vending machines that coughed you out. You winked at me from a change tray, and abruptly I spotted everything about you was wrong. Your weight, your ill-defined milled edge, your obverse skewed. Not copper, zinc, nickel, but lead sprayed with gold paint. Too shiny. Queer coal, they used to say, meaning counterfeit or base money. What ends up improperly beside your person, tilting the system, forcing each wall, mutilating the weather. Fucking queer, a voice in the Watford crowd snarled as my lips brushed Ryan's cheek. There I was, my mouth mimicking legit. My hoodie, cap, trackies, like a man's, but on close inspection, awry. My voice too light, edges blurred, flickery. I carry this awareness in my blood. How simply I'm revealed as undermining the currency, warping the ceiling. Now coin, I keep you squirreled in my wallet's secret section. You are my talisman. Return me to what I am. No pink pound, but queer con. Rebel head, wonky origin, dangerous minting. This next poem engages, a lot of the poems do engage with homophobia, I suppose, and this one contains a bit of mild filth towards the end. I went out at Ledbury-Forte Festival and there was a few, at the end it gets a little bit fruity, but I don't disappoint you, it's not that fruity, so I don't disappoint you, but it's the poem that gives the book its title. It's called Flock of Paper Birds. I needed the God of my childhood to be useful, so I folded him, shaped his pages into wings. Cranes at first, then more challenging roosters, swallows, owls. I pinched edges, split clauses to make word plumage. I fractured Leviticus with pleats. Now toucans mount doves on the kitchen counter, near an unholy pile of geese, cloacas gaping, beaks jabbing everywhere. Birds plummet from shells without bothering to flap. Remember nothing. Ink blurs, feathers yellow. They drown in baths, rip luridly, turn up mangled in the hallway, footprints across their necks. Mostly they're individuals, smoothly indifferent to each other's fates, though now and then some prop up neighbours if they topple. And when I lie with a visitor beneath my quilt, incubating his glorious buttocks, the flock discover their throats and sing together, while I guide my tongue along warm creases, and the tight sheet of his body unfolds. You were once. Tender vessels. I keep trying to slip away through the crowd, but history won't take its mouth off my body. what was exacted on someone else's softness, his cuttable flesh, is always about to happen here. The vague kinship which exists between tender men glowing with thirst starts in awareness of this. How we are unstitched by tongue prints, resurrections. Standing in a street party, one pride, I saw a figure stomp through, fists raised, and strike three boys. They dropped to the ground, clutching their heads. I witnessed everything, squeezed a stranger's shoulder. Then 15 minutes on, my body was distracted utterly by the smell of oranges. The unspeakable scrapes a fingernail across my neck, but I can only concentrate so long before I wind up decanting myself into the nearest fizzing light. Instagram, house music. It's like those inventors who tried to devise a spray-on cast for broken bones, created silly string. But there are remedies worse than squirting meters of sticky mayhem across a jubilant face. Outcomes bleaker than attempting, despite the scissors, to inhabit this 21st century skin. I live in a dream of plummeting from the Earth's tallest building, without ever having felt more beautiful, because I'm not the only one falling. I'm in a crowd, a loose democracy of dissent, velocity with its hands all over our bodies, but not enough to stop us gossiping and blowing kisses as we speed through the air together. Reckless paper birds. They will find us with our beaks wide open. So, it's going to be 3 more poems. I want to go, Amnesty International uncovered concentration camps for gay men in Chechnya. When questioned on this, a spokesman for President Ramzan Kadyrov said that you cannot detain and persecute people who simply do not exist in the Republic. And this idea kind of platted with something I've been thinking about a long time. When you are queer, it's quite difficult sometimes to read the news of the queer magazines and nowadays, show my age there, websites. It's not usually good news, it's usually terrible news about various people being murdered and put to death in different countries. But yeah, this was kind of a turning point for me when I felt I had to let things in, and it platted together with something also I'd seen before Rupert Murdoch took over National Geographic. I used to buy it all the time, and there was an article about tumbleweed, and one of the main types of tumbleweed is called Russian thistle, and in many countries it blows against the houses and stacks up, so you get all these tumbleweeds against one wall really high. Tumbleweed. They cluster beside the house at midnight, a crowd of spiky globes piling against windows, blocking out the moon. Skeletons of Russian thistle. Their dry fingers score glass, scrape paint from the sills. It's too much. I cannot stay inside and listen. I open the front door and greet them with a chainsaw. I slice the curled spines, then raise the fragments with a propane torch. There is no other way to handle what does not exist. It is the dead ones that travel, that disperse the seed. March gales drive them west, their bones bouncing over the channel, harassing the coast. They accumulate along ditches and railway tracks. Lately, I started noticing them elsewhere. Beneath a park bench, wedged on top of broken glass, knotted around electric fences. I fall asleep counting as they hurry over gates. I dream I'm flying a jet and encounter them, huge as airships, blundering into my path. They bump against the fuselage, wake me, and I drift to the window. They're now scratching and scratching as if I'm meant to understand. I look down while my fingers lengthen and twist, while I bend forward and my spine completes its arc, so my cloud of thorns can gently tangle, begin to roll. So most of the books about queer politics, but there's also quite a lot about queer love as well, which is another form of personal resistance. This next poem was inspired by the fact that I've always been a bit of a geek. I've always absolutely loved books of facts. One of my favourite things to read other than books of poems is literally those QI books of facts or Ripley's or anything else that little boys love. Like, it's kind of like, you know, big old fat books with one fact after another. It doesn't even matter if the facts are true half the time. Oh my God, that's amazing. I love it. So this love poem is slightly inspired by my love of strange facts. It's called Strange Stories and Outlandish Facts. In Tokyo, you said, some crows build nests from coat hangers. Are you aware, though, the scaffolding crowded with danger signs behind your Heathrow office is a waterfall of exclamation marks? You should have sorted out 10 minutes back. I lurk beside glass doors till my other self looks airsick, then wobble to the coffee bar across the road, willing your text to land. Fact from the 1530s, meaning thing made, thing done. Like when you fix small wheels to my foolishness, so it turns into a vehicle we drive about in. You fill up my desire to race to the museum shaped like a teapot and not bother with the church that is a cup. Breathe in this direction, please, and we can crackle like those winding lines of cherry trees in Yoshino's springtime forest. Forks of pink lightning when viewed from the sky. Fact, meaning evil deed. The Aztecs flaunted necklaces of popcorn and measured drunkenness on a scale of rabbits, and must have been delightful on the days they weren't slicing people open. I prefer to wear impatience like a hula hoop in cafe queues, slamming into other patrons. I apologise too many times. It's a lesson in context. A man can strut in glass armour, but if he goes to war, he'll end up as melody. Every fact's contingent, fleeting. On this window, the Boeing 767 overhead appears in each raindrop as though it's laid plain spawn and is leaving its young behind. I wouldn't have things otherwise. I need my blurry edges, a chance to figure out while speaking what I'm trying to say, which is simply that I want your primate warmth beside my neck, your slim fingers against the bones and muscles of my back. It's scapulae, trapezius, and all the other parts with Latin names there is no earthly need for me to know. Let's really sing and read one more plus poem. I've got a few books on the stall over there if you're interested. This last one is another love poem. I'm a lecturer. I was at Sussex University for 10 years. I never met Ed Luker actually. He's not here at the moment. He's got something. I've never met Ed, but yeah, I was Sussex University lecturer for 10 years. And I scandalously moved across the road to Brighton University, where I've been for the last 5 years or so. And every September, most university lecturers like it because we get to go shopping for stationery. We get to find lots of highlighters and binders and exciting new things to prepare us for the academic year ahead. And that's all collected together in this poem, which is a love poem. It's my love. He's not here, so I can actually read this poem. Stationery! September is going all out to ease us in. The clouded sky is a whiteboard for helpful diagrams. The first cool air as welcome as your hand inside my jeans. Autumn zips round with its orange highlighter, and you provide nifty shocks and marshmallows, leaving pornographic post-its that ask me to rendezvous, please, for hot chocolate. I'm the type of man who likes unnecessary displays of manners, who appreciates thank you cards, warning signs, a forest of regretful notices for building works. I admire rows of ginkgos that lose all their foliage in one drop to form a yellow brick road. I'm a desperate lion today, stalking scarecrow. I chew biros, glimpse at my watch too often. I was so afraid of being late to see you once, I turned up 6 days early. Love is horrific like that. First it's a rabbit, then a duck, then it's a ravenous one-eyed sock puppet, but the rest is yogurt adverts. And you fasten my thoughts with the most beautiful paper clips, even the filthy ones, like the time I saw a grove of ripening chili plants become a rainbow of penis trees. Do you wish to continue? Says the voice of the self-service checkout. Yes, yes I do. Between the shops, the sea snuggles under its blue leaves. The clock tower waits patiently for Christmas, a familiar figure below it, wagging his arms to lure me over. Succeeding. Your skillful face punches a giant hole in the day, and I jump through it. Thank you.